There are several entrepreneurial misconceptions that we hold here on the continent of Africa. The first one is that in order to make money, I need to leave Africa and go to a first world country. And I say, no, it's not necessary. There are opportunities here in Africa. Our economies are under industrialized, and it's a known documented fact that our economies are not well industrialized, and there is money in industrialization. The richest black man is not from a first world country, but is from an African country with a GDP of $500 billion US. And what is he doing? He's an industrialist. I say let's industrialize our economies because industrialization creates jobs and we need jobs, and jobs will take people out of poverty. Industrialization will strengthen our economies and it will transform our economies from low income into middle and higher incomes. So this is what I submit to you that we need to do. Don't need to go to a first world country. And also the second misconception, which is really very much linked to the first one, is that whenever we think of business, we're thinking retail. And what are we retailing in most cases? Stuff that we have imported. Imported from China, Dubai, and Turkey. Nothing wrong with importation. We would also love to export some things. But over importation and even importing stuff that we're able to make ourselves does not serve our economies very well. So I say, instead of just focusing on retailing, let us think as industrialists. Let us strengthen industrial activity in our economies. And the third misconception that we have in Africa is that ever so often I hear people say the government is not doing enough to strengthen the economy, is not doing enough to create jobs. But quite frankly, it's a partnership. It's a partnership between the government and I. The government does not create jobs. Private enterprises create jobs. The government creates the environment within which the economy and private enterprises are going to flourish and thrive. So it's up to you and I, really. The onus is on us. We don't have friends out there. Nobody's going to come to Africa and strengthen our economies. The onus is on me and you to strengthen our economies. If anything, the world out there, they're very happy with the state of Africa where we are today, because that is what they want. Because where we are today, they can easily plunder us because we're weak. But it's up to you and I to think as industrialists and strengthen our economies. And just think, let me just give this example. If just 1 million people start businesses, different types of businesses, but mainly focusing on value adding industrialization, and they employ 5 people, very soon you'd realize that 5 million people are employed. And if four people live on a salary of one person, then 20 million people in that particular African country, they're lifted up out of poverty. Multiply that 20 million by 40 sub-Saharan economies. We easily can talk of 800 million people who are lifted out of poverty. We are going to do it, and we're going to do it ourselves. Nobody's going to come and do it for us. And the last fact I want to submit to you is that you are an agent of economic transformation. You are capable and you are able. You don't have to do it big or start on a bigger scale, but it is our small collective industrial activities that are going to change Africa, that are going to strengthen our economy. Let's start small, then later on maybe we can have mergers and acquisitions and stuff like that. But we don't have a lot of capital. Let's start small. China is making small machinery. The onus is on me and you. And I say, African child, as a people who love our continent and love our countries, please, let's stay and make a difference on the continent. And with this thought in mind, please click on the link below and download a copy of a book where we talk about developing an entrepreneurial mindset. And that very process of developing an entrepreneurial mindset can easily also be used to develop an industrial mindset. So with all the love I have for you, my lovely people, don't go to a first world country. Let us stay and make a difference. 10 years is long enough. After 10 years, we shall have made visible change, and the people will have a new level of respect for us. With all the love I have, please download a copy of your book and let's make a difference on this continent. I love you all. Bye.